Okay, I am now trying to record a video to stay consistent. I'm trying not to speak too loudly either. Maybe that's a difference in tone right now, but I don't know, I'm trying to stay consistent with this. Talk about how things have been, things I'm learning along the way, because I think maybe that's how I can structure this so that, one, people can enjoy following my life. Two, people can just listen to me yap in the background. Three, anyone who bothers listening to me talk for my realizations, and maybe if those help them, maybe that's all good. Okay, yeah, so I don't remember. I think I made that video, the last video, Thursday evening. And the past few days, well, today's Monday, and tomorrow I'm gonna be starting work that's my first day. And I don't know how I'm feeling. I'm kind of honestly just like, doesn't really feel like anything. I know at the end of last semester, I was kind of thinking it would be really cool if school was over and I didn't have to worry about finals. And then graduation came, and then I was just like, oh, it's like kind of nothing changed really. And I think now it's kind of just like, I'm not really like feeling accomplished. Maybe I should reward myself more often, but now I'm kind of just like, oh, I'm just doing things because that's life and I have to just get through existing. I don't know. It's just something I have to do basically. And I think, well, one, that is just like a good mindset to adopt in my opinion, because when you start applying labels to things and make things more difficult to do, then you're like, oh shit. Like I was ironing my clothes today for a fucking hour straight, if not like an hour and a half. I was just like, bro, I can't believe I just did that. But like, I did it because I had to do it, because one, like my company's dress code is pretty, it's not crazy strict. It's just like, obviously I have to look good for work. So like I had to make sure there are no wrinkles in my clothes, be presentable, because my company's very people facing. And so it's like, okay, I gotta iron my shit. It's just what I gotta do. It's like you brushing your teeth, you flossing your teeth, or you just like doing anything, putting clothes on, going to school. It's just like things you do. And so that was something I did today, and I'm like, fuck, I definitely have to play games after, because there's like no way I'm not, like, holy fuck. I was dopamine detoxing for an hour and a half basically. But I guess we'll at least like to recall the days before. Friday, got a haircut. Yeah, I got a haircut. I mean, it's like, because I had a Great Clips cut the day of my graduation, which is kind of wild. Not the day of my graduation, like a day or two before maybe. And so I got that cleaned up. And then after, what did I do after? I don't remember. Holy shit, I do so much that I kind of forget. Don't remember. Fuck, what did I do Friday? Okay, well, Friday's a blur. Clearly. I don't know. Saturday, I picked Jaden Will up. Oh, I name dropped people. That's awkward. Oh well. Picked my friends up from the airport because they flew in. And after that, then I went shopping with my old roommates from... I gotta be really careful about names and things here, I guess. I didn't talk enough about the airport thing. Their flight was just coming at like 9:20, and I was like, okay, I don't want to get there late, so I was there on time. But then their plane was just sitting on the taxiway for an hour and a half, and so I was just like driving around and then waiting a lot. Just like, oh, well, it was fine though. I was like, I guess driving experience in Atlanta, honestly, like driving here, getting used to the drivers is kind of weird. There's so, like Atlanta, this city is ridiculous. This city's ridiculous. Paint's fading, drivers are crazy. I almost got into an accident fucking yesterday because I just got cut off like crazy. I was like, what the fuck? And I honked at him twice, and I'm realizing now maybe I should chill on that because I don't want guns pulled on me from road rage. Just like, holy fuck, that's actually fucking terrifying. Which is why when people, I mean, I guess I'm gonna get political here, but like the woman who died, like from the ICE situation, like regardless of, I don't know what happened, like I don't know really, I mean my opinion, it seemed like she didn't deserve to die because of that, but being in a situation with those people, like I feel like okay, for one, social media has the tendency to make things very terrible, and ICE agents are for sure under that scrutiny, and being in the position of directly dealing with those kinds of people and getting conflicting orders and just like, it's like, what the fuck? I don't even know what my point was, but like shit would be stressful for real. Like you can't even think straight in like so many other situations. Like people love to say that they would act a certain way or like do a certain thing, but until you're under that situation, you can't know. Like I vehemently believe that. You can like all that shit about like, oh, if I was in the situation, I would do this. It's all performative until you're actually in it. Like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to make any extreme examples, but really you can't judge someone's character until they're really put under like that duress, I guess. I'm moving, I'm shifting the camera. But anyways, so what happened last night? That was when I was driving back from a movie night I had with my friends. And we watched Final Destination Bloodlines. Well, after we yapped for like an hour and a half. But Final Destination Bloodlines was a really entertaining. No, wait, we talked for like, holy shit, like 3 hours actually. It's kind of crazy. Funny, not funny. It was graphic because it's Final. If you know horror, it's Final Destination, right? Like, it's graphic. But the deaths were kind of like, damn, like that's crazy work. Which makes you really want to rewatch Final Destination. Saw. I don't really want to, but I guess I'm just kind of like curious now because one of the actors who like JB, he was in all of them, in all the earlier Final Destination movies. Like he died in real life. I was like, damn, bro, that's crazy. And the scene. Well, he's in this one because he's in every film. It's kind of a tribute to him. It's like, damn, like rest in peace, bro. But I don't know, Saturday, oh yeah, I went shopping with my older roommates and I got cleaned up really nicely because my wardrobe is, I know we're close. So I bought, oh fuck, I spent so much money. 5 polo shirts, 2 khakis, a belt, dress shoes, and oh my god, it's fucking expensive, man. But I guess I'll be working, so it's fine. It'll pay itself back. And it'll look presentable, so that's kind of a good feeling. Like I've never really like dressed intentionally like that well specifically, so it's kind of honestly nice, kind of different. And we'll see if that kind of affects my wardrobe because honestly, like that kind of clean, like well fitted kind of stuff is kind of nice. I mean, and maybe, I don't know, maybe this consulting company might change my style because a lot of my shit's baggy. If you know me, which some of you do. But then, God, what happened after that? Oh, that was just like a whole, like shopping was a whole thing. We were at this mall called Sugarloaf Mills, and it wasn't like that crazy. I thought the entire thing was kind of themed, but it wasn't. Or I thought it would be, but then I saw my older roommates. I picked them up, drove them in my car, type shit. Oh my god, my car's so nice. I'm so happy with it. Well, I had just thought of something, but I'll think of that. I'll go to that later. But so that was fun. Sunday, I was kind of just like doing nothing. I gave my book to my friend because she wanted to read it, and then after that, I kind of like, I was overthinking on Sunday. I was thinking about going to cafes in the Atlanta area, and just like finding places like do work and study, because I'm trying to study for the FE exam, which if you don't know is a fundamentals of engineering exam, and that's an exam you take to become certified in engineering. And God, these glasses don't fit me right. This frame's kind of bad. And so I was thinking like, oh, it's a lot of material, and honestly, I probably don't need to like go that crazy into it, because I think the passing criteria is like 60%. And so I was just like, okay, how can I like be productive on the weekends and like do stuff and go out? And so I was trying to look for cafes, because like, okay, well, my original plan was drive to my friend's apartment to give her the book, then go to Target, then go to a cafe, and then do work. That didn't happen though. She came to my apartment, and then I gave her the book, and then I kind of just sat here for a couple hours, and I started to watch Stranger Things. And shit, I forgot to watch Stranger Things. I need to watch some episodes. But oh yeah, but I was just like kind of not sure of what to do, because I was like, oh, businesses or coffee shops are businesses, and like doing work in there kind of just like disrupts the business, or just like you're taking up space. It's kind of like, I started to find like specific places that like encourage that, or dedicated spaces for work. And there's this thing called Switch Yards in Atlanta. It's like $100 per month though. It's like a specific like co-working space with like free coffee and like and like kind of stuff like that, which is kind of nice. But it's like, damn, $100 fucking dollars a month? Like, Jesus, are you serious? And I was just overthinking that, and I think, like, well, at least like this shred of overthinking, like if you've known me for a while, I overthink. But this specific part, I guess is a remnant of my perfectionism, which is just like, I need to have the ideal environments to do this work, because if I do it in like my apartment, it's like not right, blah, blah, blah. And I think I just need to really alleviate that pressure on myself, and just like be okay with just doing the work, just do it. Just like, it's chill, just like do the work, it's whatever. And it's like the kind of thing I was talking about at the start. It's like labels make things harder, but also like mentally putting pressure on a task, just like on yourself, is like, I don't know. I think, okay, we'll go on a tangent here, but like a lot of people put a lot of pressure on themselves, and like that leads to shame, guilt, more stress. And it's just like, there's like a healthy level of shame and guilt and stress, but I think there are ways that we kind of trap ourselves in patterns that we don't even realize. And I'm very thankful that I came to Georgia Tech, because this university gave me the opportunity to, I don't know, learn about myself and break these patterns down and push myself outside of my comfort zone, and put me in classrooms with other people who are trying to achieve more and pushing themselves and growing. And environments are really important, honestly. Having the right people around you that motivate you, that make you comfortable, that give you that social safety net, that give you that emotional support, like having all of that is super fundamental to growth and change. That's the biggest thing too, is like people are kind of scared of change. I'm just like, well, I don't want to say like I don't understand why, because I was scared of change before. But it's just like, I think we would benefit as a society if everything moved towards the direction of being more comfortable with change and less tradition, and being adaptable and open-minded. And I think I said that, I might have said this in the last video, but just like, I don't know. Like, not everyone needs to be me as a person, but I think a lot of people would benefit from having aspects of my mindset, which is just like, I am of the belief that different perspectives and learning from other people is the way to grow and learn more about yourself and break these cycles that trap you in stress, heartbreak, these same patterns that you're following that prevent you from achieving what you want to achieve. And honestly, I kind of forget what I just said, but being open to or wanting to change, I think, has to be at the forefront of your mind. Like, if you're in a bad situation, or if you feel stuck, or lacking purpose, or you're just not able to do the things you want to do, I think it's important to continuously try to achieve those things. And the real kicker here, though, right, like, is what comes after, is that in trying to achieve those things, understand and analyze what's stopping you. What makes this thing so difficult? What makes this thing easy on a day? What makes this thing harder on another day? Well, what it was about that day, and just like, this is like blue lock philosophy, but figuring out your formula for what gets you motivated, what gets you going. My friends are gonna think I'm corny for bringing up blue lock, but honestly, like, if you really want to achieve more for yourself, not even like achievement wise or academically or like whatever, but just like, if you love yourself enough to change and grow, then the pursuit of what you want to achieve and figuring out how to get around those obstacles will lead to a future where you're happy. Because like, I hated myself, and at least academically, maybe it came from my parents. Like, I wanted to do good. I wanted to be a good student. I wanted to be a good friend. I wanted to meet new people. And in the pursuit of those things, being at tech, I pushed myself and grew confidence by doing hard things, and self-love by understanding what love looks like from different perspectives, or how to take care of myself. And just all those things, I don't know, taught me a lot. And I think people really need that. I don't know. Anyways, I kind of got really sidetracked there, but what did I do Sunday? Oh yeah, but I was just overthinking. That was my Sunday. Then I went to my friend's place for my movie night, or for the movie night. I also picked my friends up in my car. That was cool. They liked it. W car. Movie night was fun. Then today, Monday, I did a lot of errands. I like cleaned up a lot of shit, did some home improvement, got some like tiered hangers, saved a space in my closet, cleaned up a bit around my apartment, installed car mats, got shit in my car, then ironed all my clothes for a fucking hour and a half. Oh, and also, my fucking apartment sucks ass. The breakers in our apartment just don't work, and half our unit lost power. Like, my bathroom doesn't work. My roommate's bedroom doesn't work. Someone else's bathroom doesn't work. Our microwave and oven don't work. And it's just like, put an emergency request on Monday, and then just fucking nothing happened. Like, what the fuck, man? Why did no one come? But I don't know. It's like, what's the point of an emergency request if it's not like, I don't know. And I'm sure there are good reasons. Maybe it's like, people didn't see it at the end of the business day, or like, I don't know, but it's just like, it sucks. So it's just, I don't know, probably not management's fault, but maybe a little bit. But, well, it is the fault of whoever installed this stuff, because why is everything breaking? My PC was tripping power last semester, and like, why? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I think this might be the structure of the videos for the future, just me talking about my days, and then me thinking, and then, oh, but one thing I did want to mention also is that wait, did I mention that? Oh, this is one thing I've been thinking about recently, is like standards for men of like living, for example, is like, if it's like the trope of, or the meme maybe, of men who move into their own apartment and then just like have no furniture whatsoever. It's like, oh, it's all you need. And I feel like that is representative of how little these men actually like love themselves. Because for me, like, my space was a mess before, and I did take the time to, well, because I had the money, like that's one thing. Like I'm sure like money, if you have the money and resources to do so, like it's like all things considered, okay, like whatever. Like if it doesn't apply to you, it doesn't apply to you. Like don't, whatever. But like if you have the means to, then really your living space is a reflection of how you care about yourself. Because having the bare minimum is just like, what are your standards for yourself? Why are they so low? And in my opinion, I feel like that's kind of just like an outward projection of their love for themselves. Because I've realized that a lot of men, and I'm sure some women as well, but just like culturally, socially, however they're raised in their families, these people feel like they have to prove their worth. Like, I guess like for men, we feel like we have to be able to provide, we have to do these things, we have to act a certain way, like fit the specific mold, and that will lead to the outcomes that we want. That will lead to a girlfriend, that will lead to love, that will lead to someone else giving shit about us. However, in so believing that fact, not a fact, that I don't know, social belief, when they're denied those things, they're just like, what the fuck? Society told me if I do these things, if I meet these criteria, then I'll get what I want. But now I don't get it, so what the fuck? And like, yes, for women, like that is a problem, because like that's the thing of like, oh, men ask their women, their husbands ask their wives for sex, and then the wives are just, they don't want to, and the men are like, what the fuck, I did all this shit, and I don't even get this. And it's interesting that all these men are just doing things that they don't want to do because they're not doing it for themselves. Like this was my case. This is my situation. When I got into tech, all this shit that I was doing was for myself. I'm like, why am I doing this? What is the purpose? It's because I was searching for external validation. And I think that is something that men, women, if you are like that, if you are trying to prove your worth, if you're doing things that you don't like, if you're putting up with it because you think that you're gonna get this thing, you have to change your source of motivation. Oh, which is easier said than done. Like I'm not saying it's easy, but at least like you have to like keep pursuing those goals. Keep pursuing a girlfriend, things, blah, 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 blah. But then understand what is a healthy attachment to these things. Because in me wanting to get a girlfriend, I fucked up a lot of relationships with people, and I hurt them and I hurt myself. And it's important to learn and reflect in those relationships and understand why they went wrong. Why were you guys not compatible? What was bad about the relationship for you? And then understand from there, okay, how can I grow as a person? What needs to change in me? And that's what therapy's for. And I think a lot of people can benefit from that. But therapy's not talked about enough, or not accessible enough, or social support systems aren't accessible enough. And at least, because like I worked through all my shit in 4 years. Not all my shit. Like I'm not completely healed, and there's more fucked up shit probably coming in the future. But I don't know. If we treated mistakes as something to learn from, because really, or we all have this ingrained in us that mistakes are just like fuck ups. It's just like we're cooked. It's over. It's wraps. And then it's easier to cope with the fact that it's easier to cope by not trying again and then just rooting yourself in this one mistake, this one failure, as opposed to trying again and realizing that repeatedly your insecurities, your brain is telling you that you're not good enough. You keep pushing yourself through that. Like, it's easier to avoid all that. But is that where you want to stay? And really, if you're still here watching this, like, think about that. Is where you are right now where you want to be? And what is the course of action that gets you to where you want to be? What do you have to change? How do you have to change? And I think, well, I guess that's depends on how open you are to change for yourself. And you don't have to be open-minded as a person, but you just have to figure out your own way to navigate through life. And I want to emphasize that being prejudiced, having your statements or opinions be fueled by anger, negative emotions, are almost always just like wrong. I mean, in terms of like absolutes, like people, like women say like kill all men, and obviously there are women who don't actually mean, or well, there are plenty of women who don't actually want to kill all men, but there is like a minority of women who genuinely believe all men are terrible. And that minority is what I'm referring to, like that, not being able to see the good in people, in specific groups, not that you have to like tolerate them, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But if you want change, you have to be able to talk to the other side. I mean, I guess it gets more nuanced than that, like Nazi or whatever. Like, in general, people out there are people that you can talk to. And maybe you have to have the patience of a saint. Maybe you have to be very understanding and empathetic and be all these things that in order to reach them. And maybe people don't even have that energy. But I think that that's a thing that anyone can aspire to be, right? Like, maybe I just have more patience and empathy and kindness than like many other people, or like tolerance, I don't know. But I know that I'm not going to stop trying to be a bridge and connect people and try to, I don't know, educate and teach, because I know people out there that are doing that, but I guess I'm trying to do my own part. But I don't even know how effective this is, honestly. Like, it's literally just me yapping. But I think, in any case, what the world needs is a little more kindness, a little more love. And I think if we all learned how to treat people like that, we might be surprised at the outcomes we'll find. Yeah, anyways, I gotta go play games. So, peace out. I will have another video in the future. Bye. Thanks for watching.